Yeah, g'day folks, Ron Bishop, Timaru, New Zealand. I'm back again. Second video today. I've just come back from the council meeting. I've been speaking at the council meeting. I was allowed 10 minutes to speak. God, was it hard work. I've never done so much hard work in my life. Getting people to smile, getting people to laugh, getting people to show any emotion, and in the Timaru District Council chambers is pretty hard work. While I was speaking, there was one guy wandering around going up to people, some of the members, and talking and having a bit of a conversation while I was speaking. No respect for me at all. And I give them a bit of a hard time. I give them a bit of a growling. Well, they deserved it, you know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I started off my speech by saying I got the good news and the bad news, and we'll get rid of the bad news first. So I talked about a headline that was in the Timaru Herald called "Iraqi Development Seeks More Funding from the Council." And then I said I hadn't got long to talk about it, so I would just run through the headlines. And because there was an article in the Timaru Herald, and it said the Iraqi Development Business and Tourism is going to run at a $92,000 loss this year. $30,000 is being spent on a racehorse called Gigatown. They're putting it on the nose, $30,000 on the nose. If they win, they get this fast broadband. If they lose, the second they cost them $30,000. $30,000 to attract Christchurch people down to the earthquake. After the earthquake, get Christchurch people to come and live in Timaru. Want $30,000 for that. $34,000 to do a web design with a company in Mount Maunganui. That's just to make the web design. $30,000 for directors' fees, and I said, yeah, don't mind paying directors' fees. That's not a bad price. $30,000 for half a dozen directors. $860,000 for human resources. $200,000 for the highest paid employer, paid out of taxpayers' money. And then I talked about the trespass notice. It was served on me on my birthday. Oh dear, the trespass notice served on Ron Bishop, 15th of January 2014, on my birthday. Yeah. Then I talked about the Hydro Grant, and because I'd already given them a photograph of the Hydro Grant. Where is it? Let me show you. Here it is. This one here. They all had a copy of that, you see. And I showed them that this hotel, this old Hydro Grant hotel, used to have shops underneath here, you see. They didn't know that, but there used to be shops there. And we want to turn this into a museum. I'm going to turn this into a museum. I'm using the law of attraction to do it. I told them that I'd put copies of this all around the house and on the fridge and everything, and it's going to happen, right? The law of attraction will make it happen. And I told them about the museum. Dave Jack was there. He's a relation to that boxer fella. What's his, Bob Fitzsimmons? And I talked about the anvil. Bob Fitzsimmons had an anvil, and he gave it to the museum, and of course it's hidden away down in the basement because there's no more room in the museum, you see. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to turn the old Hydro Grant Hotel into a living museum. Not only will it have stuff inside it, but the character of the building on the outside, if we bring it back to its original condition, will be absolutely fantastic. People come from all around the world just to see the building. Then we've got all the goodies inside it, right? So I got them fired up. One bloke I got fired up was a policeman by the name of Steve Wills. He was quite interested in what I was saying. He was nodding away there, and he was the only one that asked a question. And he said to me, Ron, there's an organisation called Burl. They spoke to us the other day about tourism. You should get in touch with the mayor, and he'll give you the address of this organisation called Burl, you see, and you can have a yarn to them. So anyway, I got cut short. I did my 10 minutes, And then I went out and looking for the agenda because they never gave me an agenda. I was invited along. Well, I wasn't invited. I asked if I'd come. But you'd think they'd give me an agenda. I sat there trying to listen to the meeting, but I didn't know what they were talking about because I never had an agenda. When I asked for one, she didn't have one either. The secretary didn't have one either, but she managed to print it off from the website, and I've finished up getting the agenda. Okay, so it's a bit late, but anyway, it came. So they have to remember that if they're going to have guest speakers coming along, the guest speaker wants to know what the agenda is, what they'll be talking about, whether it's worth staying and listening to some of the other rubbish. Yeah. Anyway, I finished up making an appointment with Damon Odie. Damon's the mayor, bloody good bloke. And he's pretty busy, and he looks good in his chains and everything. And I made an appointment to meet him on Monday, 14th on Monday. We're meeting him in, what time am I meeting him? 11 o'clock or something, a bit after 11 on Monday. And we're going to have a bit of a yarn about what I talked about. Yeah, 11:15 I'll be talking to Damon, Monday the 14th. And we'll talk about what I was talking about, because it's very hard, you know, you get up there and you make a big speech and you don't get any feedback. So I've got to go and see him and say, what did you think, Damon? Am I going the right tree or not? Am I going down the right path? Am I saying the right stuff? I gave him a bit of a praise. I said what a great job he did in filling the swimming pool with water. The $23 million swimming pool with water. Did a good job. But I had a crack at him over the Gigatown, spending $30,000 on a racehorse called Gigatown, which he's promoting. But that's all right. We'll sort things out. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed this video, a couple of videos today. And listen, I'll see you in the morning. I'll be coming on every day. They'll be looking out for me now, these councillors. They know that I'm on the hammer. But I told them I was a good bloke, and they all believed me, I think. Well, most of them. So, be headlines in the Timaru Herald. You'll be able to read all about it. I'll be on the front page of the Timaru Herald. They'll be able to pinch a photograph of me from somewhere, because they haven't taken my photo for a while, but I'll be on the front page. You'll be able to read all about it. See you tomorrow, okay? Bye-bye.